One with another commercial break.
Bigger.
Better.
Cleaner.
Cleaner.
Longer.
Fresher.
Sweeter.
Dirt dust, scum shifting, life improving, traffic moving, floor cleaning, window sheeting, hair bobbing, fire reducing, face mist, curling brush.
And undressing.
You approve?
Commercial break.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Commercial Break. Probably the best game show in the world. Oh, no, I think certainly the best game show in the world. We've got another lineup of weird, wonderful and well-known ads for you. And to prove it, we're going to get started on those ads in just a minute. But first, let's meet the teams who'll be playing for a chance to win today's Star Prize. Starting with our consumer and team leader, Nicole Carmichael. Hello, Nicole.
Hello,
Tell us a bit about yourself.
I'm Nicole. I work for a children's newspaper. I'm the features editor.
And you like a particular type of advert, don't you?
Yes, well, I'm quite swayed by those chocolate commercials.
You're a bit of a chocoholic.
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah, why not? And lending Nicole the benefit of his experience in the advertising industry is Jeff Glendenning of Lang Henry. Jeff, you're the guy who handles advertising for the Inland Revenue, aren't you?
I am, yes.
That must be a difficult job, considering they're so horrible to everybody.
It's not too bad. We ran a campaign last year called Tax Back. We received about 500,000 responses, and from that they paid out £50 million.
Well, they gave money
They
away?
did give some money back, yeah, a little bit.
Oh, that must be naughty. And Nicole's team celebrity is Michael Halphie, who might not be instantly familiar to some of you, but that's because you haven't seen this.
I'm about to divulge a great secret. So listen very carefully. When making my famous cheese and herb sauce, I simply use a packet of stir and serve sauce. Now, when I snap my fingers, you'll forget everything I've just told you.
Michael, great to have you with us.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour. So you actually can speak lots of French then?
I speak 5-6 languages here.
You actually cook as well?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Now, I believe you're actually making a record, aren't you?
That's true. It's very romantic, and I know everybody will love.
Well, what's it like? Who are your major influences?
Well, in the press recently, they said that I was crossed between Julio and George Michael. So it's not. Voice.
Well,
if you close your eyes, of course.
Our second team tonight is headed by Nick Theobald. Now, Nick, I believe you've had some experience on TV once as a presenter. Tell us a bit about that.
It was on Why Don't You?
Oh, right, so you were a bit younger then.
11.
Tell us, what was it like as a show to work on?
It was right because we had every Monday off at school. So, and we got paid as well. So
Oh,
it was
really?
Quite enjoyable.
And what do you do now?
I'm the sales manager for a big timber importer.
All right, excellent. Nick's ad industry expert is Kim Vernier from Still Price Lintas. Hello, Kim.
Hello, Jeremy.
Tell us about, because you're from the ad industry, aren't you, obviously, as our ad expert?
Yes.
Yeah. So what's your insider's view? What's your favourite ad at the moment?
I think my favourite ad is the latest jean commercial. The one where the chap comes out of the water. That very sexy man with his rippling muscles and his jeans. I quite like that one.
And you like it because it's so artfully shot and everything like that?
Well, actually, I think that man reminds me of Willie a bit, actually.
And finally, Tony Celebrity support is provided by the unmistakable Willie Rushton, the voice behind this.
Don't forget the butter for the royal slice of bread. The alternate said, actually, you better tell His Majesty that many people nowadays like golden instead. Hello. Just spray and whoop-a-hey! I always thought I should be on the telly.
What can I say, Willie? It's an absolute honour and a pleasure to have you on the show.
It must be. I'm more than a celebrity, I am a star.
I think you are. I think you are, actually. Tell us, what comes first? Is it the advert or your voice, which you put to be
It's the advert. They bring up and say, come do it. I noticed on that one, actually, what was very interesting was they said do a cow, and I couldn't think what to do, so I did Clement Freud with long M's. That voice.
And it was marvellous, it really was.
Wasn't it?
It was just. We're ready to go, but just in case you've forgotten, let me remind you of Commercial Break's sole commandment, and that is, thou shalt not mention brand names. Anyone who breaks the rule will lose a point and have their life savings instantly transferred to my Swiss bank account. It's time to get down to business, of course, with round one.
We chop our ads up very thin. The more you see, the less you win. The round on ways to begin.
This is the round where we chop mysterious foreign ads up into little pieces and ask our contestants to guess what product is being advertised. The game passes back and forth between the teams with fewer points on offer. Nick, have a look at your screens for 5 points if you can tell me what this ad is advertising. So, any ideas with that one for 5 points? No ideas?
Well, the hemorrhoids.
Hemorrhoids?
If ever you go abroad, almost all advertisements are for cures for hemorrhoids.
Unfortunately...
That man might well have been suffering from some sort of hemorrhoidal...
He might. But unfortunately, that isn't for hemorrhoids, so Nicole's team for 4 points. Have a look at a bit more of the ad. So, for 4 points, Nicole's team.
Yeah?
Socks or flooring or...
Mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes! Well, because he was dancing around very agitatedly. That's wrong, unfortunately. So it goes back to Nick's team for 3 points. Have a look at this. So this is for 3 points. Nick's team, any ideas?
Cockroaches.
Cockroaches.
The Spanish music's a giveaway.
Holiday.
Holidays?
Well, it was just the music.
No, it's not holidays, unfortunately, so it goes back to Nicole's team for 2 points for last bit of this ad. So, for 2 points, Nicole's team.
Socks.
Socks it is indeedy. Let's have a look to prove that you were right.
Nope, you can't make Burlington's new mid-length sock fall down. Your shiny shins will never show.
At the end of that round, Nick's team are yet to score, but Nicole's team have 2 points. So there is everything to play for as we move into round 2.
It's the fizz. The round with the fizz. Yeah, it's the quickfire quiz.
The quickfire round is just that. Most of the ads will be familiar to you, so it's for speed of reaction. That is important. Hands on buzzers, and away we go. Who or what was Busby? Nick's team.
He was
A telephone bird.
He was indeed. You're off the mark. Newscaster Trevor McDonald appeared in a commercial for a brand of rum. True or false? Nick's team.
False.
It is false because newscasters are not allowed to appear in commercials. Eyes on screens now and have a look at these ads.
I'm not asleep. I'm protecting the family. I've got a rival, though. Well, he must be a funny-looking dog.
Do you know, I'm only 18 months and I'm already 2'6".
I'll tell you, I think you adults must be a couple of blocks short of a building set.
Which famous 2 comedians were doing those voices? Nicole's team.
Oh, I only thought it was one. Griff Rhys-Jones and Griff Rhys-Jones. Mel Smith.
That's right indeed. Still on the screens, have a look at this. What music track accompanied that ad? Nicole's team.
I can see clearly now.
Let's have a look and see if you're right.
I can see clearly now the rain has gone. I can see all obstacles in my way.
I'm going to play you some pieces of music, and I want you to tell me what product each was advertising. Nicole's team.
Bread.
Bread indeed. Now the second one. Oh, Nick's team.
Insurance?
It wasn't insurance. Nicole's team.
Chocolate?
It wasn't chocolate. It was, in fact, cream liqueur. Another ad now. I'll stop it at a crucial moment. This time I want you to buzz in and tell me what is said next.
I've been thinking, Jack. You know, the bloke's place isn't just at the pub enjoying a beer with his mates.
No?
Nah. You should go out into the world and find a good woman. Decent, strong woman who he can stand beside. Shoulder to shoulder. Tilling the land. Sharing the trials and tribulations that life throws at them as 2 equal human beings, regardless of pubs and other distractions.
Colin McLeod? Yep. Next team.
It must be sunstroke.
I think that's near enough. Let's have a look at the ad. Colin McLeod? Yep.
Worst case of sunstroke I've ever seen.
Excellent stuff. Now take a look at this ad and tell me what product is being sold.
Soft, smooth.
That was incredibly quick. Nicole's team.
Ale.
Bitter.
Ale.
Ale, bitter, that's right. Of course, the young lady was mistaking the head of the beer as face cream. Now, for another question. What does the man say at the end of the advert? Nicole's team.
Pet, you look gorgeous tonight.
You had to think about it. Let's see if you're right.
By heck, you smell gorgeous tonight, pal.
Correct! So at the end of that round, Nick's team are off the mark with 3, but Nicole's team are still in the lead with 7 points. So let's see if Nick can close the gap at all as we play round 3.
Addict 6.
And scientists
Market
go on.
analysts.
Buzz in quick when you know the answer.
This is the round where we've filmed 2 top agency professionals describing campaigns they've worked on. Our teams have to buzz in and tell us what products they're talking about. Now, teams, you can buzz in as many times as you like, but remember, a wrong answer, that'll cost you a point. Let's start with Nick's team and see what they can make of this campaign, as described by Ian Maynard of Euro RSCG.
This particular market was dominated by 2 main manufacturers. We needed to create such an impact at launch that we forced our way into the consumers' minds to become the 3rd choice on the brand avatar. This company was responsible for the leading yuppie symbol of the 1980s. This product, however, is aimed at the slightly more mature.
For 4 points, next team.
Cordless phones?
No, that's not right, so let's have a look at a bit more.
This product, however, is aimed at the slightly more mature target market.
For 4 points, next team.
Car hire.
Car hire?
The cars that came through the wall.
No, you lose another point, unfortunately. Let's look at a bit more of the clip.
We needed to communicate to people the experience of using it was second to none. So we needed a spectacular launch to ignite people's imagination. We got off to an explosive start, to such an extent that we had to alter the commercial on air to soothe the heated brows of the environmentalists. We also had the huge benefit of a hit record from the hot movie at the time.
For 2 points, next team.
Car.
It is indeed a car. It's a car that will take your breath away, apparently. Now, on to Nicole's team and the words of John Stubbings, Managing Director of BSB Dorland. Have a look at this.
Our client, well, it established its business in 1853 in the old Cock Inn. Whilst it's very much a people business, it does actually use robotics in the way it operates every single day. It provides over 50 basic products for its consumers, but it can turn around a new product in under 12 hours. As a business, its credit rating is better than Sweden's. The task in the advertising was to explain how our client uses its enormous resource for individual benefit. The advertising we've created is on a huge scale. In fact, in a recent commercial, we used over 15,000 gallons of water and 15.5 miles of scaffolding. In other commercials, we've used 15 bridesmaids, a Moroccan dance.
Nicole's team for 1 point.
Building society?
It is indeed a building society. It's a very famous building society which builds houses and bridges out of people in their adverts. After that round, Nick's team are still on 3 points, but Nicole's team are on 8. Now on commercial break, it's a real commercial break, so don't get confused. See you after this.
Commercial break.